Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Long time no see. Today, on my way back home, I actually saw something related to economics a lot. So, in my apartment, we sort of have like four houses per floor. So, the house that is next to my house, they ordered these boxes of eggs, I believe, at the time when they're going out for traveling. As a result, when the eggs arrived, they were put out of their door. So, but nobody was there and able to pick it up and take it inside and store it. As a result, the boxes of eggs were put there for several days. And until today, it has always been there, and it is already making like not very enjoyable smells that has spread to like every other houses on the floor, and even it has begun to spread to other floors as well. So in this case, it's sort of how this transaction between the producer and consumer of these boxes of eggs, how this transaction has resulted in a negative externality exerted on the third party outside this market. So in this case, the market would be the eggs, the market of eggs, and after the consumers, in this case my neighbor, after they bought this box of eggs, their behavior and their purchase has resulted in a negative influence on me and on other inhabitants of this apartment, because they are now enduring the sort of bad smell that comes out of this box of eggs that is not being taken care of. So a negative externality of consumption here is created, resulting in a more than socially optimum level of consumption. So people here, for example, me and other neighbors of this egg consumer, are willing to are eager for like fewer consumption, less consumption of the eggs. As a result, this results in the negative externality. So how to solve this problem? Well, in a economic-y, theoretical thingy, it would be sort of the case to achieve the result where consumers would reduce their consumption of eggs. And in this case, it could be coming from a consumption tax, it could be coming from education, public campaign to reduce the consumption of eggs. But it seems that under this small circumstance, all of these techniques and solutions seem just too implausible. Nobody would need a massive campaign to reduce the consumption of eggs, when simply one consumer, one household has created negative externality on this particular product. So in this case, what may be the best is to make these communication between the consumers as well as the third party. In this case, for example, my household. We can go out there and contact my neighbors and try to find a solution where, for example, they would find their friends or families nearby to come and pick up the eggs and make them deal with it, or they can offer me some incentive to help them clean up the mess over there. And in this case, we are able to resolve the problem privately, without the interference of maybe government or even higher institution, which is usually suggested by many economic policies. So this really made us, this can really make us think about the implication of such kind of macro or micro policies. Even though they are plausible, they can work for many of the times, they don't really apply to every situation, especially if the situation is really minor in terms of compared to the entire economy. So when we really see how sometimes these macro policies may not work as effectively as they may intend to, and it is in these times that we need to figure out solutions to solve these economic related issues privately instead of relying on sort of the invisible hand or government intervention to solve these economic related issues. Yes, so the key takeaway from here is that I encountered a negative externality of consumption in the market of X. And the solutions to this problem are not necessarily coming from the government interventions or public education. Instead, it could potentially come from our private negotiation between parties and parties so that we're able to resolve the issue quite easily without too much interference from the outside world. And this reflects the fact that sometimes economic policies may sound correct and appealing. When they actually are carried out, they may not achieve the optimal results that they want to achieve. So it is always important for us to see how economic policies really apply to the real world and what are some of the more effective ways of solving a problem, instead of going to the textbook, going to the classic economic theories and models to find out a perfect solutions. Because, well, no solution is 100% perfect, and we do need to see what suits best, what fits best for the current circumstance. Okay, that concludes my discussion on this negative externality of consumption that I've encountered. And like and subscribe. If you have any comments or anything further that you want to discuss, please leave a comment down below. Thank you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.